Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hey dudes at Ringside Crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana here.
This is Elsie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Dicker.
This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Casper inside.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to episode 297 of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I'm your host, Joe the Panther the Third, and now from the top of Metal Mountain, in the middle of the mosh pit, it's the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What? Don't forget, we're walking through the smoke right now with all this, the creepy.
We're
monsters.
I'm using my my handy dandy championship belt as a flashlight.
And then it's a geek. We're not Universal. You're supposed to say geek. We're not Universal.
We're not at Universal. You don't tell monsters you have a nice costume. Nice costume. That's me when we're running away. Nice costume, geek. Nice costume.
Run, Joe, run.
And I'm mocking you. I'm like, nice costume. We're gonna die.
You want to choose the guest, Joe?
Yes. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to the Indiana. Is it? Am I right, Geekums?
Yes, you're correct. You're correct.
The Indiana Wolfman, Dustin Wolf.
When StreamYard decides to load up.
Hey, welcome, Dustin. Hey, good. Put my championship right here. Hey, welcome. Can you hear us? Here. Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, just checking because sometimes
a slight delay, Joe. We're on.
Well,
so
a little delay, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So, Dustin, if our fans are not familiar with you, and why would they not be? Because you're awesome. Introduce yourself.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Indiana Werewolf, Dustin Wolf. I am a part of Tried and True Pro, and I've been wrestling for 4 years, and this is my 5th year. And I've been trained by 3 of the best that I can find. 1, Jeremiah Plunkett. 2, Tom Latimer, or you may know him as Bram. And 3, wow. Anthony Weather, or you may know him as Crimson.
Wow.
That's 3 top dogs right there. That's like any other wrestler who was trained by this guy. You're like, I got you. Hold my beer. I got this.
You've been trained by like 3 Impact guys right there, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's great right there. That's like everybody. I was trained by him. I was trained by her. Puh, hold my beer. I got this. Yeah. Geek. Next question, Geekums. You got it?
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, totally.
So, Dustin, how'd you get your start in the wrestling business exactly?
Dustin, did you hear him?
Questions from y'all? Yeah. No. So,
he said, how did you get it? How did you exactly get into the wrestling business?
Well, I've been watching pro wrestling since I was little, watching WCW go head to WWE in the Attitude Era days, the best era of them all. Mm-hmm. And the wrestlers I grew up watching were like Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, and a little bit of Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. But the match that really got wrestling was Kane at WrestleMania 14.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's an interesting match. You know, like there's a lot of people that say different matches as like their favorite matches, and like my big thing, my big thing. I'm like the old school guy on the podcast. Like me, I always try to toss in matches that Geek would not, and then his matches always try to one up mine. So,
Yeah, because Joe's Mr. Old School, that's why. So it's like I'm Mr. New School. You know what I mean? I like the newer current stuff. Joe loves the older stuff. So, but yeah. So I mean, like, what's the match that was the match that you said I want to become a professional wrestler, just like this guy?
Well, there are two. One was Undertaker versus Kane at WrestleMania 14, and the other Stone Cold versus The Rock at WrestleMania 17.
Wow. Both amazing matches. I mean,
6 stars.
Yeah. No, it's 5 stars, Joe, because it was the United States. You have to know that if it was in the Tokyo Dome, it would have been 7 stars.
Okay.
I might mention something about that before the end of the podcast.
Those are my favorite things about that. Meltzer is always doing the one thing, and we're all trying to say it another way. He's always messing everything up, Meltzer. Thanks, Meltzer, for ruining everything.
It's like, I like that match. Well, I think I'll give it a 4.5.
It's like, what? What was your energy like in your very first match you ever had, Dustin?
Well, it was a student showcase battle royal, and to be honest, if I was nervous, that would be an understatement, because being in a battle royal in front of your family and friends and coaches and peers, that puts a lot of pressure on you, because you don't want to let them down. I mean, you are brought into pro wrestling. You have to just impress everybody, get their attention, all eyes on you. Because just like NXT, the student showcase shows that Tried and True Pro had, I like to think of them as like NXT takeovers, because that's what they felt like to me. So it's my first battle royal, my first match, and I was feeling a little bit nervous. At a student showcase at Tried and True Pro's shows, it's you and the fans, you and them. All eyes are on you. So I was nervous as hell. And to be perfectly honest, it felt good. And I won that battle royal. And the pop that I got, it was so unreal. And it's like hearing those fans cheer for you. It's like an addiction. It just gets you all charged up and stuff, you know?
Yeah,
like,
go ahead, Joe.
Oh, it's like, I guess it's like that on both sides of the card. Because, like, if you're a heel, you want them to boo the hell out of you. But if you're a face, you want them to just eat it up and just love you every minute of it. So I guess, in your case, you ate it up on the other side of it, the happy side. You know what I mean, Dustin?
Yeah. And let me tell you a story about where the Indiana Werewolf came from. The Indiana Werewolf, I got the idea. It just popped up in my head the first time I stepped into intermediate class. It stepped in my head. And I just blurted it out. And my coaches liked it. And the inspiration for the Indiana Werewolf came from my cousin had a wolf dog in Indiana. And I was like, so I'm in Indiana. My cousin's dog almost looks like a werewolf. So that's where it came from. Also, I got the idea from when Stone Cold Steve Austin called himself the Texas Rattlesnake. And then I'm like, no one's using the Indiana Werewolf. No one's using the Indiana Werewolf. So, like, there I go. Indiana Werewolf. And the rest is history.
I was just about to say, like, that's how wrestling is. It's like we all define our characters. Like it's basically you. You know what I mean? Like, for example, the whole Metal Geek character comes from because I just love metal music and I love geek culture. So that's why the Metal Geek fits. And my girlfriend kept saying, "Oh, you're just a goth. You're a goth." I'm like, "No, I'm a geek." You know? So there you go. I love geek culture. I love metal music. It all fits right there.
I was gonna go with the name I've been using since I've been playing the SmackDown games. I was gonna be Kid Crazy because that was the name I use in every game. But then I thought, why not honor my grandfather's legacy of 2 years in the business and go by the Panther Junior originally? But then my dad's like, "You're not the junior. I am. You're the third." And I was like, oh, now I hear this like the second year in my freaking podcast. I'm like, the second year of my podcast, and I know I'm the third. I look like an idiot.
And you've been using the junior name for almost a year or so.
Almost a year. I'm like, it's on everything. It's like on stickers. It's glad it's not on the banner. Fuck.
Now we would have been screwed then, right?
Yeah, I would have wasted $100 and something. I was like, "Dad, thanks for telling me now." We went past 100 episodes and I was the junior. God damn it. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for all the love. What the hell? Yeah. Gotta love him.
Let me just tell you about my favorite wrestlers as of today, right now.
Okay.
First off, let's start with NXT 2.0. I love Joe Gacy. I literally love stuff he's doing. It's kind of almost like Bray Wyatt when he started. The way he talks, the way his style is, I love it. And also, when you have see that the Steiner brothers have, you have to carry on that legacy, and that puts a lot of pressure on you. But for Braun Breaker, I don't think it should be any problem to him.
Yep.
To be honest, I think he's doing a good job right now. To be honest, that second legacy character, it's a lot of people say, "Oh, it's like the only reason you got your opportunity is because your dad or so and so or this and that." And for the son or daughter, that puts a lot, like you said, that puts a lot of pressure on them because now they have to say, "All right, I was just given this opportunity. Now I have to earn it from everybody."
Yep.
Because love. I'm a huge fan of Toxic. Also, I really do love all and the whole goodness gimmick deep in this title reign for so long. I mean, what she did in the past to Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, to right now, Mandy Rose is doing one hell of a job.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. Me too.
Phenomenal,
it's like
phenomenal job.
Like, I hope, and that sounds horrible that I never want to see Mandy Rose on Raw or SmackDown, but I think personally it would ruin her character if they brought her by herself to SmackDown. They have to bring her with Toxic Attraction, the two girls, the tag team. It would mess up all their characters, don't you think? If they just, yeah, yeah.
And I actually, to be honest,
that would happen. Actually, the triple's now in control. Who knows what happened with Toxic Attraction?
Yeah.
All these groups and factions coming in WWE. I mean, awesome. With all these matches, the stable.
Yeah, it's kind of like also Bray Wyatt. Who,
Oh, there you go. Ming. Okay, let's go on. Keep talking.
No. I was just about to add. It's kind of like just like Bray Wyatt, kind of, Joe. I don't know if you know. It's like Bray Wyatt actually is a second. Was it second generation or third
I think
generation?
he's third because of his dad's dad.
And his Blackjack Mulligan, right?
Isn't that third or fourth?
Blackjack Mulligan is Yeah, because I remember. I think that's his grandfather, right? Blackjack
Yes.
Mulligan.
Yeah.
Blackjack Mulligan's his grandpa, right?
I think so, Geek.
Yeah. Keep going, Joe. Keep going.
No, like it. Not every third or second generation. Oh, Dustin, welcome back. Third or second or third generation wrestlers, they don't always make it. Like the Randy Ortons, they made it. Their name. Oh, are you back, Dustin? Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Dustin? Like they don't always make it, and sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't make it. But like, like Steamboat Jr. like that.
Yeah, that you thought would be
like
he would be.
Now.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to do this.
You could always use your phone, Dustin, if you have to go on your cell phone.
Yeah. That might work better. So.
Yeah, most times it works better on the phone. Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes it works better depending on the computer. So
Yeah.
If you want to go in and
come
back.
Huh?
Well, we'll still be. If you want to, sorry, go.
If you want to go in and come back, me and Joe will continue the conversation, and you could pop back in. You know.
Alrighty. I'll be right back.
Yes.
All right.
So like
studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. So.
Go on, Geek. Sorry about that.
So like the second and third generation stars. I mean, like you have the Charlotte Flairs, you have the Richie Steamboats. I mean, Richie Steamboat never made it though. I mean,
I was sad. I thought he would make it. I seriously did. I seriously thought he would make it because the name. You know, you don't always use your dad's name to be like get yourself a lift up in the business, but it's a steamboat.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, to be honest, like you said, like when they're given opportunities, it's like they have to earn them, because if not, they'll be like they're just gonna get the backlash from the fans saying, "Oh, they were just given that opportunity, they didn't earn it."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Like you get mad at me for saying about Charlotte Flair.
I still think Charlotte Flair is one heck of a wrestler, Joe.
You think she's coming back, or she won't? She's not gonna come back.
I think she's coming. I think she's coming back. I just think that the whole Andrade thing is a mess right now with what's going on. Well, not Andrade. Is it Andrade? No, I think it's the whole Sammy Guevara thing. You know?
And you know, it's funny. TMZ reported it so late. I saw it was it the day before yesterday that the brawl happened?
Which one? Which brawl? There were two brawls.
Yeah, Andrade one that they got suspended.
That was. I think that was like last week or something.
Yeah,
like that.
TMZ reported it like yesterday. I was
come on, TMZ, give it to
TMZ, dude. I want to work for your station one day, but you gotta pick up the ball and run with it with professional wrestling news. Come on, man. I don't know one pro wrestling fan that goes to you for wrestling news. Hey, Dustin, welcome back.
I'm back.
I think this works better, right?
Yeah, you look you're much clearer. I can hear you better.
Yeah, we're just
hold
talking
on.
about the whole.
What? Come on, Ming. Come on, Lance. Come on, Geek. Show respect for my wolf brother, man.
The wolf, Joe, or the wolf brother, right there.
So Dustin, we're discussing like the second and third generation wrestlers, like the Charlotte Flairs, and do you ever remember any of the younger wrestlers like was it second generation ones that made it but didn't make it? You remember any of those guys?
Not really. My personal favorite is second generation.
the Ortons. I mean, you got
Definitely.
Randy Orton, you got Charlotte Flair, and I think those are the only two I know.
David Flair too. Don't forget David Flair.
I almost said Tamina Snuka. No, she hasn't done anything. Poor Tamina.
Tamina's good though.
You know what's kind of sad, guys? That Tamina Snuka, they could have gave her so much more.
Yeah.
But that, I don't know. I feel so bad saying this. I think it's Vince. I think it was Vince. That's why Tamina never got anything. With that scandal with her dad.
Natty too. Natty was somebody.
Natty. I would have gave so much more to Natty. Natty.
Natty's so talented. So talented.
And she's so good with the fans. Like.
Yeah. I would just, my personal favorites, the generations of wrestlers that I like are Eddie Guerrero, Charlotte Flair, and Randy Orton. Those are the only ones I know right now. And also Braun Breaker. I mean,
killing it.
These guys could really carry the company in the near future. And, but yeah, my personal favorites from NXT are Joe Gacy, Toxic Attraction, and Alpha Fire.
I'd have to say Braun Breaker is probably one of my favorites right now. You know, Braun Breaker is doing good stuff right now. Agreed, Joe? Or
yeah, like it's so hard with NXT. Like, it's so hard to pick a favorite over there. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many good faces and so many promising superstars that work for NXT now. Like, we got the Bronze, we got that tag team that has the belts right now. The two guys, the ones that are like prima donnas.
Oh, those guys, right?
Yeah,
those guys are good too, right?
They got those guys from Ireland. That tag team. What are they called? They have a weird name.
I think they're called Gallus.
Yeah, Gallus. They got the farm boy, the hillbilly guy. Hillbilly. I hate to say hillbilly. The farm guy.
Brinson Jensen.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Is it
No, I know who
Jensen?
you're talking. No, it's what's his name from Impact.
The ones from Impact that are on WWE.
Trevor Lee.
Trevor Lee and his tag team partner. You have them. The man that runs the place that had the Northeastern Championship belt. That had the belt, but he lost
Carmelo
it.
Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. He never misses.
It's another good one
sorry,
right
guys, if I'm cutting in and out.
That's okay.
I got fast service where I live.
It's okay. That's fine.
We'll keep the conversation going. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, ask me some more questions, guys.
Okay.
All right.
So, as of like me and Geek, so when... Oh, God. You got next question, Geek. I'm trying to think of a question. I'm trying to get one.
So who are some of your top opponents that you love working with?
Huh?
Who are some of your top opponents that you loved working with?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
Oh, I said who? So who out of who? What did you say, Geek? Out of all your top opponents, who were they?
No, who are your top opponents that you worked with?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, so many opponents I've had, it's unreal. And I would just like to say Miguel and Mims in a tag team. I've been in the 6-man tag with Mike Nichols and Nick Stanley, who is now Jamie Stanley in the NWA. And Ryan Freeman, who is now Russ Freeman in NWA. And I know I faced somebody, Mike Nichols at a Queen City Classic. And I faced a couple of people at RWF, the place that I went to in Gallatin. It's Dead End. And Austin Wright. I faced Austin Wright in a street fight. And let me tell you, the guy's tough. And but my personal tough opponent is there's so many I've had tough times to count. But my most toughest opponent is Jeremiah Plunkett from Tried and True. We faced each other at NSWA or in Paris. And let me tell you, me and him have one heck of a brawl. And sucks I didn't get to win. But what can you do?
Yeah, it happens.
Me and him had one heck of a tough fight. And that's like the first time facing one of my coaches at a non-Tried and True event. And yeah, sometimes you have to test yourself against coaches, the people who trained you. I mean, those are the people that you can really learn from. But my biggest goals right now is to face Tom Latimer and Anthony Mayweather. Those are my toughest opponents that I would like to face. But yeah, those are my dream goals right there to face them too.
Do you have a Forbidden Door opponent or?
I don't think you heard. Oh, did you hear it, Dustin?
There's some.
Okay, here we go. Let's hear them.
The Forbidden Door. Well, this is what I was talking about to New Japan. And my most...
oh, he's on the other one.
Oh, me.
My dream opponents from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Here's the list, okay? You guys there?
Yeah, I'm here.
We're here. We're listening. We're listening.
Yeah, my dream opponents from the Forbidden Door. Number 1, Minoru Suzuki.
Oh man, all right.
2, Jay White. 3, Kazuchika Okada. That's what they call him. And John Moxley.
Wow.
Because when I was out in the award ceremony, I said that my dream opponents were John Moxley and Chris Jericho. And I'm hoping that one day those two things will happen.
I hope it happens for you, dude. You
I
know
could
that?
see you getting Moxley, because doesn't Moxley do a lot of independent wrestling shows still, Geek?
He does do some, but I think it has to be like a big show like GCW he does. You know what I mean?
That's
never know.
Matt,
we're here. We hear you.
I know Moxley does GCW. That's really it, though.
We hear you. We hear you.
Yeah, those are my dream opponents for the Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
So, out of all the wrestlers you've worked with, Dustin, who hits the hardest?
Jeremiah Plunkett.
Jeremiah Plunkett. Okay. Okay.
I mean, he was a guy who was been around wrestling for decades now, and he's the first of many of my coaches that I faced. But Tom Latimer and Crimson are next on my list.
Yeah. Definitely. Man, I hope you get it one day. You know?
Those who are next on my list.
Yeah. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Yeah, when.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my dream opponents for next year. My plans and goals for next year is I want to wrestle in my home state of Indiana. Yeah. And wrestle in my home state of Indiana. That's my number one goal. But I have so many goals that I want to accomplish. And one of them is to wrestle for the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance, and also Impact Wrestling.
Definitely.
Okay.
You know,
So-
I hope you make it, dude. You know?
Oh, we really hope you. We're sending all the
Dude.
good vibes to you, Dustin.
good-
We know that you're
Now-
ready.
Now, here's the thing for my dream matches. I had a list of them, but I can't find it. So
Oh,
here I go. Okay, one is John Moxley.
Okay.
One is John Moxley. Two is One is John Moxley. Two, Chris Jericho. Three, Jay White, Minoru Suzuki, Okada, and Damian Priest, Edge, Randy Orton, Sammy Callahan, Eddie Edwards, and I know, but I want to be inclusive, okay? I want to include everybody. And Max the Impaler,
Damn,
Jordan Grace,
Wow.
and Masha Slamovich.
Masha, yeah.
And
we know that name
hopefully,
well.
if they allow it, if one day me versus Bashley.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That'd be a great match, right?
You know,
That's who my dream opponents are.
if Ashley's listening to this podcast, thank you. So, by the way, we want to send a huge thank you to Bashley Bones for actually sending us Dustin Wolf, because she recommended us to you, and she's a good person. She said a lot of awesome things about you, Dustin. She said a lot of awesome things.
She's one of my best friends, one of my ride or dies.
She's cool. She said she's such a sweet person, and she's tough in the ring. I would love to I would love to see that match, you versus Bashley Bones. But what kind of
best friends collide? There you go.
If they allow us to do intergender wrestling,
there you go.
There you go.
Hopefully, when we do this again, we'll have better connection. And
definitely.
Maybe I'll use my phone next time.
Yeah, it actually was. It was working.
Maybe I'll use my phone next time.
It was working, and then I think it died. So the phone died.
Yeah,
yeah. But the computer's working fine though.
Yeah, but part 2 will come soon, and we'll talk about horror movies and stuff like that, and metal music. But today
definitely.
About
yeah,
definitely, man. What is some of your? By the way, that's a great question. There you go. What are some of your favorite bands that you enjoy, and who are some of your favorite bands you've seen live?
Well, Saliva, Drowning Pool, Black Label Society, Alter Bridge. Their song "The Other Side" is awesome, and I love hearing it on Monday Night Raw. And Lacuna Coil, Nightwish, and Serpents, who is a rock metal band here in Nashville. And what I would love to do is see Black Label Society live. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, that definitely. I mean, my favorite band singing live is Korn. Korn has to be Korn and Evanescence.
Korn is on my list of who I want to see.
They're phenomenal live. Like
Evanescence too. Evanescence.
I think I saw Evanescence. Yeah, I did see Evanescence live in New Jersey. Wasn't with you, Geek.
Who'd you see it with?
I forgot. Somebody else. Some other guy that we don't talk to anymore. Man.
But yeah. So yeah, Evanescence absolutely amazing. If you go out of your way to see, I mean, even if they're by themselves, they're absolutely amazing.
They're usually not.
What?
Evanescence usually has another person with them. They don't usually perform by themselves. It's like either.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you have the chance to see them, they have to be on your must list. They're absolutely amazing. You know.
Even though it could be not your type of music, because a lot of people don't particularly like the singing
I would love
bands.
to see Evanescence real soon, someday.
Yeah. Amazing.
They were touring this past summer.
They are playing at the Garden, Joe.
Well, yeah, yeah.
They're playing at the Garden.
Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing me on here.
No problem, dude.
No problem, dude, man.
No problem, man.
No problem.
It's our pleasure.
Part two will come soon with better connection. We promise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you have any social medias or? or anything?
Yeah,
we can find you?
my Instagram is lone_wolf_TNT. And my Facebook is Dustin Wolf. I don't have a Twitter because of all the damn drama on there.
That's Joe too. Joe says that the same thing. So, do you have any upcoming shows that you want to plug to talk about, or that people are going to find you on?
So yeah, that's my social media right now.
Yeah. Do you have any upcoming shows?
Huh?
Do you have any upcoming shows that you want to talk about that you're going to be on that people go find you and say, hey, I want to see Dustin wrestle?
Well, this Saturday I'm going to be in Gallatin, Tennessee for Rocky Wrestling Federation.
Definitely.
Awesome.
And December 5th I'll be in Nebo, Kentucky. I'm going to try and reach out to Owensboro, Kentucky for another promotion.
That's cool.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
Dustin, we want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast, dude. You know? You've been awesome.
Yeah,
man.
thank you so much.
No problem, man.
Sorry about the technical issue. Maybe next
it's all
time
good, man. Maybe part 2 will come with better connection.
We'll definitely have you back on because we both feel bad that the connection and stuff like that.
This was fun.
Yeah.
This was fun.
I'm Joe Panther III.
I'm the Metal Geek.
Your turn, Dustin.
You gotta say your name.
So thank you all.
And
see you all soon.
Catch you in the next. Yes, catch you in the next one.
And congrats. I'm sending this in advance. Congrats on your 300 episode.
Thank you.
Indiana Werewolf out.